Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your astrology, tarot, and oracle reading for the month of April 2021. I hope you are all doing wonderful out there. It is always great to welcome you back to the channel. And for my new watchers or subscribers, thank you for coming back, and also thank you for checking out the channel. If you have not yet done so, I always invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. We're always happy to have you here. First, a few quick general information for the reading ahead. This is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with all Virgos out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly resonate with our Virgo Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. I'm going to start out with a couple of oracle cards, and we're going to get some basic themes and energies coming up for you for this month ahead. Dear angels, divine spirits of light, guardians and ancestors, please be with our beautiful Virgos and show us what you have for them for this month of 2021. Any information, guidance, or advice that would be the most helpful and for their highest good. Thank you so much. So Virgo, very nice. I do like this energy on this card, the Gateway card, because to me it really shows that this is a month where you're moving from one stage of, of awareness or being to a new higher level. You may be feeling like you're having epiphanies this month. You may literally feel like a gateway has been opened up to you and you're stepping through to some kind of new adventure or new vista that you have not yet explored or seen. So let's get into a chakra and crystal card. Let's see which one of these will be most strongest aligned with you. Ooh, and we have the ruby coming through. Very, very nice. This is obviously a beautiful red stone of passion, intensity, romantic love. It does activate the root and the sacral chakra. I would also say that ruby is good for the heart. It is. It's a great heart chakra stone as well. It's really easy to find like just natural ruby that obviously isn't as expensive as the gem quality, and of course it works just as well. So the root and the sacral are being very activated as well as your heart. So I would say that this is, getting you in a more secure place, a more creative place, and of course helping to open up that heart center as well this month. So let's get into a guardian spirit for you, a spirit guide that will be working with and helping you. Show us who is coming through for Virgo for April 2021, please. Ooh, I like him. Oh my goodness. Melchizedek is coming through for you here, Virgo. One of our other signs had this. It might have been Gemini. It may have been. I'm trying to remember, but this is a great spiritual guide and teacher. This is about higher learning, and you have learned from experience. More inner study may be required to further progress, and there you go. There's that gateway. There's that moving up into more sacred levels of learning and experience. And Melchizedek is an amazing spirit guide to work with along that journey. So let's get into your astrology just a little bit before we do your tarot. This is going to be just, the month of April. I've got kind of just a few notes. Thankfully, Virgo, this is not a real terrible month. Like, it's just not a real, there's not too many ups and downs. There's not a lot of chaos in the planets this month. Thankfully, I'm crossing my fingers as I say that. But we do have a lot of energy in the sign of Aries. The sun Venus, your ruling planet Mercury, is going into Aries on April 3rd. So we do have quite a lot of Aries, which activates your universal 8th house of Scorpio. So this is partly why most of this month you may feel like you're really taking a lot of like this emotional deep dive into deep understanding, really pulling back the layers of your own emotions, your own psychological development and healing, because Virgo and Scorpio both are very, very healing energies. They really are, and they're very complementary to each other. I will also point out that later in this month we have the full moon in Scorpio on the 26th, so you'll really feel that one in a positive way as well. It's very, very good for you, Virgo. So overall, you know, I see this as you stepping from, you know, one level to the next, going into the second half of the month as we start to shift into some Taurus energy. Venus goes into Taurus on the 14th, and then the Sun enters the sign of Taurus on the 19th. That starts to shift us into that very positive earth vibration for you. And so that's going to be a good change up of situation and setting for you. So those are some of the big things that I would really point out. Also, I will say that for most of the month, Mars is continuing in the sign of Gemini. And, you know, for those of you that have felt like, you know, certain activities or progress has been blocked for, you know, a little while, say almost 2 months, you know, by the time that finishes its cycle, it is because Mars has been squaring your Virgo energy. And that can bring along, you know, having to wait, delays in plans, progress having to be put on hold. So keep that in mind. Mars will be moving out of Gemini into the sign of Cancer on the 23rd, and that will be very positive for you as well. That's going to help you out a lot. So let's get into your tarot here, Virgo. Let's see what we've got for you. We're going to do a full Celtic cross. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom for the initial spread and clarifying with the Modern Witch today. Nice. Yeah. All right. So Virgo, right here in the center, we have the Four of Cups in the middle of your Celtic cross. So to me, this is, you know, when we don't recognize the good opportunities coming in because we're focused on things that aren't going well or things that have been put on hold. Sometimes it's time to kind of wake up and take action on the things that are tapping you on the shoulder instead of worrying about the things that can't be changed at the moment. Definitely. And I would also say that many times if this is somebody in your life that keeps putting you on hold, or keeps standing you up or saying they're going to do something and they never come through, that might be a time to kind of go, you know what, it's time to let that go and get going on my own and just, you know, do it by myself or find people that really are going to make good on their word. Yes, and on top of this, yes, patience is required a little bit this month. It really is. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. So it doesn't mean that there's no action. It doesn't mean there's no activity here, Virgo. It's actually very positive. The Seven of Pentacles is a great energy for, you know, building a business, planting those dreams, writing down a list, working on those goals, because this is saying, you know, I know that it may take a little time, but by the, you know, if I put in the work every day and I cultivate it, it's going to blossom in time. There's going to be rewards that come as a result of that. In your immediate past, we have the King of Swords. So I do feel that you've been very focused in the past on a lot of planning, strategy, getting things done. This is partly why if things have been blocked, it's really bugging you. You know, this is very strong, you know, in that realm of the mind. So you've been very, you know, clear and really been focused on the future. It's Aquarius energy. So it's about self-liberation as well. You really want to feel free. You don't want to feel trapped by certain circumstances around you. And look at that. Yeah. Wow. Ace of Swords on top of the King of Swords. Wow. You have been focused on this, Virgo, in a really big way. You've been trying to really make the master plan, the master strategy. You really want this victory or the success. You want breakthroughs. You want clear communication. You want to see clearly where you're going for the future. That's been a huge focus. But what I feel is that maybe things haven't been moving as fast as you would like them. And so you may be feeling a little bit just kind of disheartened, a little discouraged. And this is really telling you, hang in there, Virgo. Don't give up. Do the Seven of Pentacles. Work on things one piece at a time. Going into the immediate future, we have the High Priestess. So this is really encouraging you to use your intuition, use your perception, your sensitivity. You might need to do some meditation to really, reflect on your true desires, true goals. It's not the time for like big action. This is more about planning stages, growing stages, developing yourself inside out as a spiritual and emotional being, and getting very rooted and grounded in your own energy. Yeah, but you're like, but dragon, but Ariel, I have things I want. Yeah. I can hear you right now. I can hear it, Virgo. That Nine of Cups is like, yeah, but I have wishes, I have goals, I have dreams. And because that Nine of Cups is like, you feel like you've been putting a little bit on hold. You do. And I'm telling you, I don't think that's really what it is, even if it feels that way. I think that things are just moving slower and moving underground, right? When the roots are growing, we can't see what's going on under the earth. We just have to trust that it's happening. And I think in a lot of ways, that's where you are right now, is needing to trust that it's happening and the work that you're doing is going to have a positive outcome. Look at this. On the subconscious, what you're mostly focused on is this Ace of Pentacles. So yes, Virgo, you're like, I want the big, abundance. I want the good things to start moving. I want those exciting career opportunities and contracts and things to come through. Maybe you want to move into a new home. Maybe you want to change location. But to me, I feel like, the double side of this with the Ace of Pentacles is that it really is about waiting for spirit to give you those things. It's not about like, I gotta chase them down, I gotta drive myself crazy. There's a lot of energy of saying, look, Virgo, do your work, do your thing, put in the energy, put in the timing. You are learning a lot of things here. You are learning and growing. You're moving from one state of being to the next. And that's not the easiest. That's a big transition. So don't beat yourself up. But when the timing is right, things are going to start falling into place. But there is a lot of trust. There's a lot of trust. Because you feel stuck. You feel stuck in the mud. It's like, I know where I want to go, but I feel stuck. I feel like I'm trapped, like I can't move forward. And Virgo, what I really want you to make sure and look, do a little bit of, soul searching, a little bit of reflection on this Eight of Swords to really discern how much of that stuck feeling is coming simply from you telling yourself that you're trapped, telling yourself that you can't do it, telling yourself negative things about yourself. So, because the Eight of Swords is many times a self-imposed prison. It's not anything that anyone else is doing to us. A lot of times it's our inability to change perspective. So you might just want to take a peek at that. Just putting that out there. On the top of the spread, crowning this tarot reading, is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about letting things come to you. Spirit is literally telling you, slow it down a little bit here, Virgo. But you are planning for the long term. There's abundance coming through from past choices. Be patient as your ships come in, Virgo. Don't be in a big, stressed out mess. I know that you're craving the future. You're craving big transformations and moving forward in a grand way. But this is really saying a lot of the things that you desire are going to come to you. You don't have to chase them down so hard. All you have to do is stay doing the right thing each day. Stay in that moment, plant the seeds. They will grow. They absolutely will. On the top, we have, again, the Queen of Cups, clarifying the Three of Wands. And so to me, this is about good emotional boundaries, honoring your sensitivity, yet again, honoring your intuition. Queen of Cups is ruled by Scorpio, and our full moon coming up this month is in Scorpio. I do think that's going to be a very powerful thing. Heading into the second part of this month, as we get into Taurus season, I really do think a lot of things are either going to start, you're going to start seeing a return on a lot of your investment of time and energy, love, resources, whatever you've invested. Or you may at least see the beginnings of where it's getting better, for sure. So let's get into your advice. Let's see what Spirit suggests for all of this. Yeah. Okay, Virgo. Suggested approach. We do have the Four of Pentacles. We started out with the Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. To me, this is about, of course, managing your resources wisely, but it's really also can be those extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. You don't want to be holding on too tight, because sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be a scarcity fear, and there's a little bit of that concern, like if I give too much, I won't have enough, or if I change things too much, it won't work out. So you've really got to listen to your heart yet again. Check it out. We've got the King of Cups. We had our Queen, now we've got our King. So to me, yet again, listen to your intuitions, make good emotional decisions going forward, because that's actually how you come out better, is by listening to the intuition more and trusting in that. What you need to know is our renewal card, resurrection. Look at that. You know, you need to know this. Yet again, I already said you're going from one level of being to another, and this kind of confirms it. This is renewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, time to head in a new direction, clarity on your life purpose, and in your heart, you know what to do. Not in your mind, Virgo, but in your heart, you know what to do. I think in the past you've been coming from a very analytical place. Very analytical with the King and Ace of Swords there in your past. Oh yeah, you've been overthinking this. You've been overthinking it. So it's really time not to only listen to your heart, but to your head, but also to your heart, because some things are really, you know, coming full circle for you. And look at that, what you need to know. Woo! Renewal and the Star card clarifying. So look at that. And I think what this literally, for me in the tarot, means is this is a renewal and a resurrection of your old hopes, old dreams, old wishes, things that you've really, truly, deeply wanted. And guess what? Our Star card is connected to Aquarius energy, just like that King of Swords. And so to me, it is about that self-liberation as well, going towards your highest ideals and goals. Hopes and fears card here. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Are you afraid of making an emotional move, a romantic move? You might be. You might kind of be hoping for it, but on the other side, you might be like, oh, I don't know if I can trust it. This could be somebody coming towards you as well, right? And so you might, it's like you might simultaneously be hoping for things to move forward in a romance and also be like nervous about it. This could also be a relationship very strongly with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. King of Cups on here is very strong Cancer energy. Queen of Cups, very strong Scorpio. So just saying, you could have a strong water sign in your life. Or someone who's like a water sign, has a lot of intuitive ability. Very sensitive. Very warm, you know. That may be part of this too, suggested approach, right? Four of Pentacles with that King of Cups. It's like instead of worrying about things so much, talk to your Cancer, talk to your water person, talk to your sensitive, receptive partner. They're probably going to have a lot to give. Yeah, wow. I mean, it's a beautiful reading, Virgo. Look at that. So here's, you know, this emotional offer. The Four of Wands. This is the chance for a happy home, soul connection, twin flame connection. Really nice. There's a part of you that's really hoping for it. And part of you that makes you nervous as heck. You're just like, oh, but can it work out? Maybe because you're worried about it working out. You don't want to get your heart broken, right? You know, but I don't get that feeling around this. I just feel like you're really shifting. You're shifting a lot of energies. Outcome card is our Five of Wands, Virgo. Don't let this draw you into conflict, okay? Don't let it draw you into conflicts or tussles, okay? Don't give in to drama. Don't start drama. Don't deal with people that are going to cause a lot of that in your life. Sometimes I think that the Five of Wands is a positive card too, though, because to me it is about action. It's about movement. It's about getting going. It's like having a fire lit up under your tail. So sometimes it can be a good thing that gets us moving, and maybe that's it, because look at this. Ten of Pentacles is clarifying that. All right. So maybe Spirit's gonna give you or your partner a little kick in the rear. Put some oomph in your rump with that Ten of Pentacles, because that's a great outcome. That's the best. That's what you want. That's what you want. Solid, stable, money in the bank, feeling good, having a happy home. But look at what we got on the bottom. Four of Swords and Three of Swords. Come on, Virgo. You've got to take some time to pull those old swords out of your heart. Shake, shake, shake them on out. Heal, reflect, meditate. Take a little time to just completely declutter your mind. Your mind's been kicking you. It's been too much, right? It's time to pull into the intuitive side of your power. That's where the answers are. That's where the answers are, babe. All right, let's get into an affirmation for you. This is a great read. Don't get me wrong, Virgo. It's intense, but it's good. It's really good. Breadcrumbs of bliss. Yes, heed your pleasure principle, right? So Spirit this month is really dropping you the hints, the signs. You know how in like the old fairy tales, they'd always drop the breadcrumbs so they could find their way back to where they were wanting to go. You know, Spirit's dropping you little breadcrumbs to get you where they want you to go. Check out that 11. Just noticing that that's the number 11 there on this particular card. And we had that Four of Wands at 1111. Virgo, you may be either working with a twin flame soulmate or finding your way back to one. Very, very beautiful. All right, guys, have an amazing month. I'll be seeing you soon with more readings and more live streams. And I will see you then. Take care.